I need to tell you something important, a truth that lingers heavy on my heart, and it's something I can't keep inside any longer. It's not just any truth. It's a truth that's not whispered in the corners of dark rooms or hidden in the pages of forgotten books. No, this truth is not of light, nor is it something that fits into the small and fleeting ways we understand the world around us. This is not a simple fact you can hold in your hand, nor can it be confined by time. It's bigger than all of us. It's ancient, older than the stars themselves, predating even the moment we were born. Yet, this truth wears the face of every scar we've carried, the heartache we've endured, and the joy we felt, the tears, the moments of laughter, the endless nights of wondering. This truth is bound up in all of it. Let me tell you, this truth is not easy to define. It is so vast it spans the depths of every soul and mind. It speaks to us from ages long past, yet somehow it remains beyond our understanding, something hard to pin down. How do we name what has no name? How do we grasp something untouchable? How can we say we know something that remains so far out of our reach? The truth itself is malleable, always shifting, never staying in one place for long. But what I do know is that it's found in every breath we take. It lives in every step we make, in every tear that falls. It's woven into every day we grieve, every laugh we share. And it is whispered to us softly, even in our crowded lives, as if to remind us that we are not alone in this. Yet, despite its vastness, the deepest truth is simple, something many of us may overlook, not because it's hidden, but because it's often right in front of us. The truth is this: we are but dust, grains of sand scattered across the vastness of time. We fight, we struggle, we search for meaning as if life owes us something. But in the end, we are all searching. And in that search, we find truth. Because the yearning itself, the longing, the need to understand, is part of what truth is. You see, truth isn't a destination or a goal. It's not a place you can reach, nor is it something you can own. It's not something that can be defined by our hands, not in the way we define things with words or actions. Truth doesn't bend to the rules we've set up, nor does it bow to the way we expect it to behave. It is not confined by human limits, yet, despite that, it bears no shame, no fault, no blame. The deepest truth, the one I need to share, is this: our lives are not truly our own. We are travelers in this world, passing through, bound by threads that stretch from flesh to bone. We may feel as though we're in control, that we can make choices that shape our futures, but in the end, we are not entirely free. There are forces larger than us, pulling at us in ways we can't always see or understand. And yet, there's a comfort in this truth. There's a peace to be found in recognizing that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves. Even in our smallest moments, even in the mundane, there's a thread connecting us to the universe, to everything that came before, and everything that will come after. The truth is found in the quiet moments, those moments when we stop and sit still, when our only companions are our hearts, beating softly and steadily. It's in these moments that we can feel the weight of time itself. But this truth is also found in the hard times, in the moments of struggle and pain. It's in the cycles we go through, those times when we feel weak, when we feel we have nothing left to give. And yet, even in these moments, the truth persists. It doesn't leave us, even when we wish it would. It stays with us, patiently waiting for us to acknowledge it. The truth is woven into the decay, in the knowing that we are here, yet not quite there. The truth is that everything is temporary, yet everything matters. There's more to this truth, though. It's not just about understanding our place in the universe. It's about knowing that the flame, the fire within us, is part of this truth. Truth is the force that burns in the darkest nights, the force that calls to us by name, even when we can't see the light. And even when we try to turn away, to hide from the truth, it finds us. It whispers in our ear, and no matter how much we run, no matter how far we try to flee, truth won't divide. It will not bow to doubt, nor will it hide behind fear. The deepest truth is often wrapped in fear, fear of loss, fear of the unknown, fear of what we cannot control. But within that fear is also love. There's love in the fear of loss, in the tenderness we feel for those we care about. There's love in the unknown, in the promise of discovery. There's love in the brokenness, in the fragility of life. Even in our darkest hours, love remains. It is in our hearts that continue to beat despite the pain, in the hope that survives when all seems lost, in the strength that emerges when we feel bound by chains, and in the courage that persists, no matter the cost. The deepest truth isn't found in simple answers. It's not about knowing everything or having all the right solutions. It's not about youth or perfection. It's in the wonder, the mystery, and the beauty of not knowing. Truth is in the things we don't see, the things we can't touch, the things that go unnoticed until we stop to listen. It's there in the air we breathe, in the soil beneath our feet, in the music that fills our ears, and in the eyes of those who care for us. Truth is there, dancing quietly in the lives we lead. Truth isn't something we can capture or hold. It's something that lives within us, in our pain, in our joy, in our struggle. It's not a destination we can reach, but something we experience in every moment of our lives. It's there in the stories we tell, in the myths we share, in the laughter and the tears that shape our existence. It's there in the warriors who fought for something greater than themselves, in the broken hearts that never stop loving, in the joy we find even in the hardest times. But even beyond all of this, truth is simple. It's not always clear, but it's always present. It lives in us all, in our flaws, in our imperfections, and in our humanity. It's not something we can fully understand or grasp, but it's something that will always be with us. And when we come to terms with that, when we stop trying to find answers and simply accept that the truth is in the living, in the breathing, in the loving, then we begin to understand its power. The deepest truth is love. Love that heals and hurts, that binds us together and sets us free. Love that persists even when it feels like everything else is falling apart. It's in the love we give to others and the love we receive, even when we don't deserve it. It's in the fight, the struggle, the joy, the sorrow. It's in the words we say and the silence we share. Love is truth and truth is love. And when we truly understand that, we'll know that we are never alone. So here's the truth. We are more than the roles we play. We are more than the masks we wear. The deepest truth is knowing, deep within, that love is the answer. No matter what life throws at us, love will always be the answer. It will guide us, lead us, and hold us. And in the end, when we look back, we will see that love, raw, unrefined, messy, and beautiful, was the truth all along. As we continue to explore this truth, it's essential to understand that it's not something that can be neatly wrapped up or easily explained. Truth is like a living organism. It grows, it shifts, and it adapts. It's something that evolves with us as we change and experience life in all its beauty and pain. When we try to contain it, when we try to reduce it to something simple, we risk missing its essence. Truth cannot be confined to a box. It cannot be limited to just one narrative or one perspective. It is as vast and unpredictable as life itself. Perhaps the most profound aspect of truth is its ability to show us our vulnerability. We like to believe that we have control over everything, our lives, our choices, and our future. But the truth is that we are constantly moving through a world that we cannot fully control. And there's a beauty in that lack of control, because in that uncertainty, truth emerges. It shows us that life is not about having all the answers or being perfect. It's about learning to navigate the unknown with grace, with courage, and with love. And sometimes, it's the unknown that leads us to the deepest truths. Think about all those moments in life when you've been unsure, lost, or even scared. It's in those moments when we feel the most vulnerable that truth whispers the loudest. It's in the moments when we're not sure where to go or what to do that we find the courage to keep moving forward. And this is the heart of the truth. I'm speaking of today. It is in the journey itself, the willingness to continue despite the odds, that we discover the deepest truths of our existence. The truth also lies in the connections we form with one another. It's easy to think of truth as an individual pursuit, something that each of us must discover on our own. And while that's true to some extent, truth is also something that binds us all together. It's the way we share our stories, our struggles, and our joys. It's in the love we give and receive, in the quiet moments when we sit side by side, just being present with one another. The deepest truth is that we are all in this together. We are all walking this earth as travelers, each with our own experiences, but all sharing the same fundamental truths about being human.